All right, on today's episode of Python Papi, we're back inside our Tensorflow course, and we're still doing our grad cam method module. Let's have a look at what we went over today. Yesterday, I did tell you that we were actually caught up on our code and everything was working properly. The last thing we were supposed to run was this for I in range of our shape here. Now, first, we came back with an error. As you can see, the error was because you can see how I had my variable stored was last conv layer output.numpy, and then inside of the method of numpy, I actually had the index of 0. When you can see it threw an error. This is because it was too many parameters I was trying to enter inside of our numpy method. So I actually separated them and made the index after the numpy method, and everything went through successfully. You can see here. We ran everything up until this point here, and it didn't do anything different. You can see the last thing we did was actually print our shape still because we didn't do anything differently. We actually later on down here called the print. So now we'll see, or it should, because everything went through successfully. This right here is going to print our shape of the last conv layer output. So we're going to print that. And this is actually what we picked up today. So let's start some light reading, and then we'll go from there. So for each and every one of these different positions we have, we're going to take the corresponding conv layer output, which is essentially the features map. And that was explaining this. Now we can run this code to obtain our last conv layer output, which we did. We ran, everything went through. Now that we have this, we can print out the shape of the last conv layer, which we're going to do using this print statement here. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to be obtaining the heat map. Let me show you what that looks like here. We are going to sum up the values at different positions for all the channels. So let's suppose that we have something like this, for example. This is the code we will use to handle this process. Note, when we sum this, we're going to specify that the axis is a channel axis. So it's going to be set to 1, as you can see. And this is our heat map here. You can see we have the heat map equals numpy.sum. And we're going to get a heat map of our last conv layer output with an axis equal 1. That's basically what we did so far. So we're going to run everything separately to make sure everything's running independent of each other before we run it as a whole. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to run this print. We're going to print out that last shape, and then we're going to open up a new terminal, and then we're going to run it for our heat map, and then we're going to actually open up another terminal and then print out the heat map so we can get a visualization of it. But of course, I will keep you posted every step of the way. For now, this is the Python Poppy. You guys stay Gucci.